What is going on, guys? It's Marcus here with Discover Ignite, and today I have another book review for you guys. And the book we're going to be reviewing is Building a Story Brand by Donald Miller. Now I want to get into some of my thoughts on the book and then actually get into the cons, and then finally we will get into some of the pros of the book. So let's get this book review started. So I must say this book had tremendous value in it. Now I have read tons of books and I wasn't really expecting this book to be as good as it was, to be honest. And it was, again, phenomenal. It had so much value in it. And I didn't think I was going to get that out of a story brand book. And again, this book is like one of the best books I have read. Over every type of book that I have read, this is by far provided great value. Now, who does it provide value to? This book, I think, provides great value to someone who's looking to build a brand. So if you're an influencer, any kind of business owner, you know, brick and mortar, or if you're an online business, whatever you're providing, if you are trying to build a brand that will establish yourself and keep you well known and trusted, you want to pick up this book. It breaks everything down so simply that, it essentially takes you from the client, which they portray in the book is your hero, and your hero has a problem they have to solve. Now, how does that hero typically solve that problem? They look for a guide, and that guide provides them the information that they need to solve that problem, right? To overcome those hardships that maybe without that guide they could not actually overachieve. So this book, again, brings that, and it has, again, so much valuable information about marketing, and has continued information, which you can actually go to the site and fill out a branding script, is what they call it, and it breaks everything down. It has like 8 or 9 different steps, and it's phenomenal. It has great information, and again, it's very simple. But as far as like any cons to the book, I really did not have any cons. Like I said, this is by far probably my first or second favorite book. And I went into this book not even thinking that. I was thinking that this was going to be a good informational book about a how-to, and really didn't, I'd probably get lost in some of the information that was providing, but it guided you all the way through and broke everything down. It broke all I think it was actually 7 different steps. It broke down the 7 different steps, and it went in detail about when you go to step 1, well, this is how you're going to break it down. This is how you're going to approach it. Here's some examples. And it had great examples in it. And, it didn't at all feel like this book was a waste of time. So I absolutely, again, did not have any cons to the book. Now, as far as pros, I've mentioned quite a few pros to this book, and the book is very detailed, but not to the point to where it's just throwing facts at you. It actually gives you great examples. It runs through a lot of the marketing on your brand and puts everything in the story mode, right? Is building your brand in a story, which, again, everybody loves a story. We are all storytellers by nature, right? And so this book just breaks that down. It breaks down your branding in a story type perspective, which is easier to follow and easier to put together. And that's definitely what we need, is something to, put your brand together so you know exactly what your problem is that you're trying to solve, and the exact kind of client that you're looking for, and how you can go about achieving that by giving them whatever information, whatever service or product you're trying to provide them, and actually allow them to, achieve that goal, whatever it is they're trying to overcome. And so again, it has great information, and it can continue on and actually take some courses actually through their website, which I think is phenomenal, and I'll probably actually do, because the book was just that good. Again, and I, for one, am not a typical person to, think about courses, about taking a particular course on branding. But again, this book won me over. It had, again, tremendous value. So if you're an influencer, business, online, brick and mortar, whatever it is, pick up this book. this must be the first book you want to read before you go out and even start a business. I mean, that'd be ideal if before you even start a business to pick up this book and read this book and define everything beforehand. But if you have started a business, this book would help you. If you find like you don't have any clarity to what it is you're trying to exactly solve, this again would help you. And it's easily guides you all the way through, even the online script, the brand script that you can do. You know, it has brief little video tutorials that help you go through this and fill it out. And I mean, that's what it does in the book. So you can even, you know, print out the sheet and handwrite it if you want, or go online and fill it out electronically. It does not matter. But again, this book will help you and guide you. And I promise that you will get great value out of this book. So if you guys like this book review, please give it a thumbs up. Also, if you guys would like to subscribe so that you guys can get more great content on how to improve yourself, then subscribe. And until next time, I will see you guys later.